analyzing Jamaica's Chenise Walker's rise after her 3 gold medals win at the ACCs. Can she match Brianna Liston's impact on the collegiate scene? Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button. And finally, leave your thoughts. So, are you ready? Yep. Good to go. Well, first up, let's talk about this. Jamaica's Brittany Anderson dropped a bomb, but a wonderful bomb on us a few days ago. The silver medalist from the Women's World Championship in the women's 100 meters hurdles and the former national champion in that event, as well as former record holder in that event, Brittany Anderson. Well, we have to say first up, congratulations to you and your new husband. In a release, Brittany Anderson shared, "We said I do, and now we're getting ready to say hello to our little one. Our hearts are overflowing with so much joy and gratitude. Our journey as husband and wife has just begun, and already it's growing in the most beautiful way. Love made us a family, and our greatest adventure is just beginning. Every good gift and every perfect is from above. Also, I have been seeing all the messages asking if I've retired from competing. The short and sweet answer is no. I deeply love what I do, and I will be back competing next year. But for now, I'm soaking in all the blessings life have offered." So we have to say congratulations to this young lady and her new husband and their gift package that is on the way. They have a little one coming along, and she shared pictures from their wedding, and she look cute, preggy people. She look cute, preggy. Anyway.
Introducing Peter Lloyd World merchandise, where style meets comfort. From trendy tees to cozy hoodies, we've got something for everyone. Elevate your wardrobe with our high-quality, fashionable designs that make a statement. Whether you're hitting the streets or chilling at home, Peter Lloyd World has you covered. Shop now and upgrade your look with Peter Lloyd World merchandise. Available exclusively at Peter Lloyd World. Link in description below.
One of Jamaica's most beloved, Brianna Liston, recently announced that she was going pro, so therefore she was no longer a factor in the collegiate scene in North America. She will not be running at the NCAA finals, and in fact did not, to my knowledge, didn't even run a race outdoors this season. And of course, this led many to wonder who will pick up the slack. That's a Jamaican parlance, I think. It could be English, but basically many people are wondering, is there another female athlete in the collegiate scene representing the island of Jamaica who could have made the kind of mark that Brianna Liston has since she entered the college scene in America, the collegiate scene? That's the correct terminology regarding track and field. And we think we have found someone. Her name is Chenise Walker. And what we want to do is analyze the rise of Chenise Walker versus the impact that Brianna Liston has had on the collegiate scene. And can Chenise Walker match this? Now, as I said, many, well, I didn't say, but many persons didn't see this thing with Chenise Walker coming. But she has been really, she has left a massive mark. Let us say she has had a massive rise since the beginning of 2025, this young Jamaican female sprinter. And we want to therefore take a look and see if she can match Brianna Liston's impact. But first, we have to look at the impact that Brianna Liston had on the collegiate scene. There is no doubt that the best year in terms of the collegiate scene that Brianna Liston had was in 2024. That year, she was dominant. Her first race of the season at 60 meters established what the year would be like for her. This indoor 60-meter run, where she ran a 7:07, was really impressive. It marked the beginning of one of the most impressive seasons by a Jamaican female athlete on the collegiate scene.
Set. And a good one there in lane 4, Brianna Liston of LSU. Oh my, Liston 7:07 for Brianna Liston.
But there was more to come. She went on to win the SEC Indoors 2025 in the women's 60-meter dash. Then the NCAA Indoors Championships 2024 in the women's 60-meter. Again, Brianna Liston came out the clear winner.
Good start for Kayla Jackson and also for Brianna Liston. Here comes Jackson, but she can't catch Liston. Liston's going to win it. Jackson second. Mays.
In that run, Liston established a new PB and LSU record of 7.03 seconds in the women's 60 meters. Then it was outdoors. At the SEC Outdoor Championships, her rival, so to speak, would have been none other than Jackson Sears, who many thought probably had the edge to win. But during the race, Sears was injured and Brianna Liston won.
And she gets a good start. Sears in the yellow of Tennessee, the orange of Tennessee, and she has got it under control. Kayla Jackson, though, and she pulls up.
Now, then it was the finals of the NCAA's outdoors. Liston walked away second place, heavily bandaged in the women's 100 meters. Mackenzie Long won convincingly, however, in this instance.
6. Good start for Mays. Mackenzie Long was left a little bit, but that's not unusual. Now she's coming, she's gathering. It is going to be Mackenzie Long in the middle of the track in the blue of the Rebels. Yes, she wins it. Followed by...
In this 1 year, Brianna Liston established not only her dominance on the track, but she established a new personal best of 10.91 in the women's 100 meters, making her one of the fastest women in Jamaica's 100-meter history, as well as a new personal best in the women's 60-meter dash of 7.03, all while being injured. She was injured throughout the entire 2024 season, and as a result, was not able to make it to the Jamaica National Trials. So in fairness to Chenise Walker, she had big shoes to fill, but it looks as if she was able or could manage it. She started out by winning the 60-meter dash at the ACCs. Now the ACCs is the Atlantic Coast Conference. This is different from the one that Brianna Liston runs in. Walker, for her indoor season, she earned the first team All-American honors at the NCAA Division I Indoor Championships in March of 2025, placing 7th in the 60-meter with a time of 7.27 seconds after running a personal best of 7.18 seconds in the heats. At the ACC Indoor Track and Field Championships in March of 2025, she won the 60 meters in a time of 7.21 seconds and placed second in the women's 200 meters with a time of 23.26 seconds. This, of course, as I said, was during the indoor season of early this year, 2025.
Chenise Walker picking up
on your mark, the Olympian of Australia. Set. Walker trying to defend her title for Florida State with the surge right here. Chenise Walker out in front in the 60.
Anaya Kidd taking second for Clemson.
So Walker had a very impressive indoor season. New PB, 7.18 over the 60, ACC championship title in the indoor 60, and second in the 200 meters indoor 60 at ACCs, 7th in the NCAA indoor finals. But in truth, she would improve on this. In her outdoor season, she would truly rise to the occasion, as Kalanje would say. At the ACC Outdoor Championships, she was dominant. Walker had a phenomenal showing at her first Atlantic Coast Conference Outdoor Championships in May of 2025. She secured a sprint double, winning both 100 meters in 10.99 win-aided and the 200 meters in 22.72 also win-aided, and also contributed to her team's victory in the women's 4x100 meters relays, where they won in a time of 43.15 seconds.
Start by Sleeman on the outside. Here comes Chenise Walker. Walker in lane number 4. Right past Yeast, and it is Chenise Walker. Florida State continues the dominance for the Seminoles in this event at 10.99 for Chenise Walker. It seems to be.
That was a very dominant win at the ACC's women's 100-meter finals outdoors, but I thought her win in the 200 meters was even more impressive because it showed her grit.
Right. Also, here comes Kit as well. Yeast out in front, lane number 6.
Kit gaining, and now Walker on the inside.
Look at Walker make the move. Here's Walker at the end for Florida State.
That was a truly impressive win, in my opinion, by young Chenise Walker of Florida State. Now, by breaking the 11 seconds barrier in the 100 meters, she ran a personal best of 10.98 seconds in 100 meters at the NCAA East first round in late May of 2025, solidifying her position as one of the fastest Jamaican women and securing her spot in the NCAA division championships. This performance made her the 25th Jamaican woman to break the 11-second barrier in the women's 100 meters.
5-team start. Walker for a single track. Is he early lead? On the outside though, is he running strong?
So Jamaica's Chenise Walker, who reps for Florida State, has delivered consistent high-level performances throughout the season. She has consistently posted strong times in the 60 meters, 100 meters, and the 200 meters, and has been a key member to her university in the 4x100 meters and the 4x400 meters relay teams, often securing top finishes in preliminary and final rounds. Overall, Chenise Walker's 2025 track and field season has been marked by a significant personal best, conference titles, and national level recognition, positioning her as a rising star in Jamaican sprinting. Now, one more thing I want to add before we get into the analysis. You see, Chenise Walker's new personal best, or PB, of 10.98 seconds in the women's 100 meters, achieved on May the 31st, 2025 at the NCAA East first round, ranks her as the second fastest Jamaican woman in 2025 overall. In the 100 meters, that's only behind Tia Clayton, and she's also tied 6th best globally with this time. Sorry about that, people. When I put this together, she was 5th best, and clearly the fastest Jamaican thus far is Tia Clayton, not Tina. This fact, of course, is seen here in the rankings according to World Athletics of the 2025 seniors top fastest women. Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. How do we compare both Chenise Walker's rise since her triple gold medal wins at the ACCs, plus her ACC 60-meter win versus Brianna Liston? Can she have the same impact? Well, first up, let's back up a few. The comparison in some respects may be slightly unfair. Liston has had a long history in terms of women's track and field. One, she did a decent job, I would say, meaning Brianna Liston, in her first year at the collegiate level. Her second year was impressive, very impressive, and I have to keep stating that all the things that we pointed out that Brianna Liston achieved, she was injured and got even more so throughout the season, which says a lot. Now, some of the obvious things that we have to look at. PB in the 60 meters, 7.18 for Chenise Walker versus 7.03 for Brianna Liston, they're miles apart. Now, some would argue that the ACC, meaning the Atlantic Coast Conference, tends to produce weaker athletes, but I don't really like that terminology. I think it's kind of disrespectful to the athletes themselves, and I think that's a very personal opinion coming from some. I am not going to support that. A win is a win is a win. So she walked away with the ACC title. She came 7th overall in the NCAA indoor title. The ACC title we're talking about, of course, is now indoors. Liston won the SECs as well as the indoors NCAA. Liston ran a faster time. Now outdoors, Liston came first overall in the SECs. She came 2nd in the NCAAs. Now, Chenise Walker has not yet ran in the NCAA outdoor finals, but her dominance, her absolute dominance at the ACCs has got it. has got to be factored in. This is a huge deal. You see, Brianna Liston was never able to do that. Liston was never a factor in the 200 meters. Could have been because of injury. Many of us theorized that's what it was, but the fact of the matter is Brianna Liston did not achieve this. This young lady, Chenise Walker, walked away with 3 gold medals. 100 meters, 200 meters, meaning she took the double in the 100 and the 200 meters. And might I add, in very dominant forms. You saw the races. It wasn't close like a Brianna Liston in the SECs, running against Sears. In fact, some might argue that had Sears not been injured, she probably could have walked away with the win. So, to me, this accomplishment of 3 gold medals by Chenise Walker at the ACCs is a huge factor, people. It's a huge deal. Then there's the fact that both young ladies managed to hit sub 11. Both young ladies set new PBs. Of course, one is faster than the other. Brianna Liston ran that very impressive 10.91. But Chenise Walker has improved her time upon her personal time, her personal best in women's 100 meters, running a very, very spiffy 10.98. That cannot be scoffed at. Not to mention the fact that Walker is now the second fastest woman outside of Jamaica. No other woman outside of Tia Clayton and Walker, Chenise Walker that is, have managed to hit a sub 11 second run thus far for the entire 2025 season, according to World Athletics. Walker is now tied for 6th fastest woman in 100 meters thus far for the 2025 season. These are all very, very impressive numbers. And let's be honest, the entire track and field world, particularly amongst Jamaicans, has been abuzz about Chenise Walker. In fact, we were going to do this video earlier and we said, no, let's wait until all the hubbub and, excitement sizzles down, so to speak. So Walker has left her mark. Walker does not have an injury issue. Walker is getting faster. And might I add, this is Walker's first year at the ACC, and look at the manner in which she devastated the competition. So I think Walker, to a large extent, we could say that her impact has been close to Brianna Liston. Not quite there yet, maybe in the next season, but close enough, because she's been impressing since the beginning of the season. If you note, I was one of the first persons, Peter Lloyd Ward, we were one of the first persons to do a video on her very early in the season, because we saw a storm brewing. Now, I'm not going to tell you that I thought she would have done this well, because I did not. But regardless of what one might think on a personal level, Chenise Walker stepped up to the plate. There was no Brianna Liston in sight, and she has made a massive mark on the conference circuit. She's walking into the quarterfinals of the NCAA's outdoors as one of the fastest women going in with a 10.98. And she's improved her PB in both the 160 meters. This is impressive running. 10.98 is a no-joke run, and it was legal. So, can you compare them? I kind of think we can. There are strengths and weaknesses for both. Like I said, Brianna Liston in 2024, she was pretty much injured throughout the entire season. We saw her taped up, and it got so bad that she couldn't even come to the Jamaican national trials. Walker looks good. As I said, she's the only other woman outside of Tia Clayton that has managed to hit a sub 11. I want you to listen to that again. She is the only other Jamaican woman to have run a sub 11 officially legal in terms of wind for the 2025 season. Only other Jamaican, Tia Clayton and herself. And that should be important. I believe Chenise Walker has made a massive mark and a huge impact on the collegiate scene. And I think, in all fairness, we can compare her accomplishments thus far for 2025 to the accomplishments of Brianna Liston for 2024. I see immense room for growth. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I honestly want to hear your thoughts. Do you think you can compare both women? Do you think that Chenise Walker has yet lived up to the impact of a Brianna Liston on the collegiate scene? Now, don't forget to support the channel. Check out our merch store at printify.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and hit the like button. Remember, you are royals, kings and queens. Bless up.